All right, people. So we officially made 1 year at the company that I'm with right now, who I will not be obviously putting the name out there. I've been here a year, actually a little over a year now, but I've been here a year at this company, Haulin tankers, man. I'm trying to get straight to it. Long story short, man, if I went to any other company, any other tanker company that doesn't load from the top and free flow from the back, I would technically be of no use, man. I would pretty much have to get trained all over again because I haven't pumped off anything. I've only hauled the same materials since I've been here. So I started at this company the first week of September. Quick backstory, when I reached out to them, they wasn't hiring any local owner operators. So they said they was hauling heavy. We had to have a Texas oversized permit. So when they told me the weight, like 85,000 pounds, 84,000 pounds, excuse me. I'm like, all right, cool. Well, my plan is to come over, get the training. While I'm training, put my truck in the shop. So that's what I did. So put my truck in the shop. But when I first got to them, I was told I could make between $2,400 to $2,800 a week. So that's pretty much what I was making running my truck through AFC, running local, home every day. But I was running like 3-4 days a week, And I'm like, all right, cool. Well, so in my mind, I'm thinking, well, if that's the type of money I can make as a company driver, I'm home every day on a W-2, then I'm going to go ahead and rebuild my truck, and I'm going to just take my time getting my truck on the road. Once again, Big Daddy's Vision is supposed to be a show truck. So that's what my first initial plan was. So I did all the hiring process, got hired on, start trying to talk to owner-operators at this company. Now, mind you, this company has owner-operators, and then they also have company drivers. No lease drivers. They don't do that leasing stuff. So a lot of the company drivers, man, they hated the job, the ones that I spoke to. And I started asking questions, I'm not really a friendly person. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just that I like to stay to myself. So when I did reach out to other guys, some of them were, upcoming with information. But the owner-operators over here at this company, man, when I first started, they don't fuck with company drivers. Took a minute for them to warm up to me, and then it took one guy, the guy that was training me. I'm asking him hey, what the owner operators make here, and he was like, man, the last guy that I trained, man, he showed me a check for over $11,000. I said, damn, man, is there any way you can reach out to him, see if I can see that? Dude wasn't hell yeah, man, this is the type of money we make over here. He was on some he really didn't want to share the information, but because the trainer had already opened his mouth, I'm assuming maybe he felt obligated to do so. So he showed me the check, $11,000. I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. I like that, So, but in the back of my mind, I'm still thinking, hey, $2,500 a week, man, that don't sound too bad. Being home every day, don't have to work my truck, hauling these heavy-ass loads. But I had already had the truck in the shop. So I'll probably say 2 weeks in of being after the training, mind you, I'm a company driver in their truck. I didn't like it, man. I was ready to quit. Couldn't stand the dispatch. I've never met a dispatch that seemed like they were so uneducated, man, or so unknowledgeable of what was going on. So, for example, I work night shift. My scheduled shift is from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. So this company slip seats truck. I'm slip seating with a guy who, the first day I got in the truck, man, the truck broke down. Truck didn't have no AC. Had a lot of issues with that company truck. It was an older truck, I think 2014. And so I'm like, man. So I ended up finding another truck that they had in the yard, which was 13 speed. So they had me assigned to an automatic. I forced myself to get into a 13 speed truck because I knew that's what I wanted in Big Daddy. I'd never driven a 13 speed before. I had only driven everything else under it. So got in 13 speed, taught myself how to drive a 13 speed. And then my problem then was pretty much trailers. Every trailer that I got, when I came in the night that I was supposed to work, that trailer got to be back by a certain time. And it was always 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm coming in to work at 8 o'clock. I'm supposed to work at 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. But every day I'm coming in, you know what I'm saying? The trailer that's assigned to me is gone or it's broke down. So when I go find the trailer that's on the yard, oh man, you can use that trailer, but it has to be back by 2 o'clock. It has to be back by 3 o'clock. It has to be back by 6 o'clock. So when that happened, that's when I started trying to piece my own stuff together. So I would go find a raggedy trailer sitting on the yard that I would check the DVRs. And I would see the trailer had been sitting for weeks or months. So I'm like, well, nobody's using it. I'm going to go ahead and grab it. So I ended up piecing myself together, my own little, my own truck and my own trailer that I assigned to myself. So what I did was I found a day cab that nobody was driving. And I found a sleeper that nobody was driving. And so sometimes I used to stage at night. So I would go to one plant and I would stay there for 12 hours. That was one of the plants that would always close down. And when it opened back up, nobody would go back over there. So they paid you a guaranteed pay for the night to just go stage over there. So if you went and staged over there, you might do one load that night before the plant closed, or you might do 6 or 7 loads. I wasn't one of them guys that was doing 6 or 7 loads. I mean, if I'm staging, I'm gonna do about 3 loads. That's the most I would like to do. I may do 4, but I definitely wasn't doing no 5. So we got those knocked out. That's on the company side, man. So like I said, I was ready to quit after like 2 weeks. Ended up having words with dispatch, ended up having words with terminal manager, ended up having words with safety, ended up having words with other company drivers. Like it was just like it was pretty bad. And honestly, I was just like, yo, I'm out of here, man. You know, like I don't really want to do this no more. Terminal manager pretty much talked me into staying. You know what I'm saying? So I did what I could. I tried to hold out. Then once my truck was ready, I'm like, yo, my truck is ready. Let's go ahead and get it leased on. Now, mind you, most companies, when you're leasing on a truck, that process usually takes a week or less. This process over here was like a Landstar 2.0. Like it took like damn near 6 weeks to get my truck leased on. So in the process of my truck getting leased on, I was at the verge to where I'm just like, hey, like I'm not finna run anymore as a company driver. I'm gonna just sit at home. Y'all let me know when I can lease my truck on, man, because it was just the pay wasn't there. The actual job itself is not hard, but it's repetitive, and it gets really boring really fast. Mind you, you get paid by the load even as a company driver, and you don't get paid enough. So average night, if you do 5 loads, man, I mean the loads are gonna average about $50. And when you're doing a hazmat tanker, you gotta have your twig. It's really not worth it as a company driver, and I'm just being honest. Now, if you're one of them company drivers who just starting out, you got less than 6 months under your belt, you know what I'm saying? You didn't hit OTR, you was making $1,000 a week OTR. Now you want to be home every day, you want to work 5 days. Mind you, these are rotating shifts, so you don't have like weekends off or stuff like that. Weekends and holidays, they expect you to work as a company driver. So, you know, but if you're just coming off the road, you want to be home, you don't mind doing, you know what I'm saying? Like you cool with $1,500 or $1,800 a week as a W-2 employee. Then I mean, hey, it definitely be something good for you. Get in there, get your experience, and then hey, maybe you can move around. I got hired on. I wanted to be a flex driver, so I was supposed to do a little bit of everything. So I should have touched every chemical by now. Mind you, I've been here over a year now. I've only touched one chemical. A month after leasing my truck on, well, when I got my truck finally leased on, I'm like, yo, what else you gonna put me on? He was like, hey, I'm gonna put you on some acid. I'm like, all right, cool. Acid drivers are 5-figure drivers. They get paid 5 figures a week, no less. Company drivers making half. I mean, they making damn good money as a company side. On the rock side, Acid's supposed to be making buku money. So I bugged the dude for like a month straight, and he kind of snapped at me like, "Yo, it's been slowed down. I can't even give you any information about it right now. Like leave it alone, pretty much type shit." That's how I took it. So I'm like, "All right, cool." So coming in as an owner op, running local, they don't really want you to run local as an owner op. They want you to be able to run out. You know what I'm saying? But they want you to have a pump on your truck. So I told them straight up, hey, I'm not putting a pump on this truck, but I will get another truck that, you know what I'm saying, I can dedicate to tankers. It'll only be a tanker truck, mid-roof, you know what I'm saying, whatever. That's when I bought 2017 Cascadia in January. This is pretty much 2 months after I've been leased on. So get that truck on there. I was told I can put it on. When I tried to put it on, hiring freeze. No more trucks coming on. But then I was told I could put it on, but I can't put a driver in it. Tried to go that route, still got denied. So whatever, it is what it is on that. So now, a year later, I've been running my truck over here since November. I started an 8 truck September, did my training, and I will say this is the most money I've ever made in my life, ever. That's probably the positive about it. I'm home, even though I work overnight. I'm home every day, I'm home every day technically. I don't put a lot of miles on my truck, so it's been almost a year since my truck has been overhauled, and I put maybe right under 30,000 miles on my truck. That's pretty much like the pros of it, just of the company that I'm with. Cons, man, it's like they do have company drivers, so when the levels get low, they will sit you down. So I have sat home off for like 8 days straight just because like the levels were low. And what I mean by the levels were low is that, think of these big ass tanks full of fluid. With truck coming in, you study dropping the levels down. So once the levels get to a certain level, the plant's just technically closed for loading that particular product. And what happens is the plant gets closed down for maybe 6 to 8 hours. So the levels build back up. Once the levels build back up, they're open and ready to ship. Well, what dispatch do then? They start sending all their company trucks over there. Boom, boom, boom. Mind you, they make most of their money, off of their company trucks. So when the owner operator come in there, I'm taking a big portion of the profits that the company can make. So, like I said, I don't plan to go anywhere, but on the times that I do or will be off, I will be trying to do other stuff under my authority. So, as of right now, like I said, I've been here a year. I've made a 10-year plan, man, 10-year goal. We will see if I can last that long. I don't know, man. I have a low tolerance for bullshit. I'm the type of person, man, when I get mad, I'm just like, yo, I'm out of here, but I've been trying not to be so emotional when it comes to being over here. So another thing I will say, this company, they're not used to an owner-operator like myself. Pretty verbal. If I tell you I'm not going to do something, I'm not doing it. Ain't none of that begging, please, we need you, all that crap. I don't do that. And maybe that's why I get treated the way I get treated. I don't know. But I can assume that's why. They got other owner-operators, man. They are yes men. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I mean, hey, I'm just not that guy. Don't call me. I'm not doing any favors for you. If you're not paying me, I'm not doing any favors. There's been nights where I done ran 3 different plants in one night, just because I'm trying to get to the money. I go to one plant, it closed down. I go to the next plant, I run a load, it closed down. Like, yo, let me go to the next plant. I go to the next plant, that one closed down. Like I was hustling like that. But it's a good and bad because I can run all the plants that I can run. I try to get into them. Another bad thing is that my truck is a condo, so there are certain plants that I can't get into because of the height of the truck. They have alarms in some of these plants. You set off that alarm, you cannot enter. So I already know because I have a condo, I can't even go into certain plants. So that's why I did buy another truck just for to be able to run all the plants. And that Cascadia looks like it has a stretch frame, so I put stuff on there, boxes, pumps, whatever I need to be able to do the job efficiently. So that's pretty much where I'm at on my full 1-year experience. I will say my deductions are $50 a week over here. Then I do have insurance that's like $200 a month that comes out, and that's pretty much it, man. So as far as the money, I haven't, like, they don't show us the year to date, but if I had to calculate how much money I made the full year, I know as a company driver for the 2 months that I was there, I think I made $20,000. Maybe it was like $18,000 for the 2 months that I was there. And I'm not gonna lie to you, man. On that company side, if I got irritated, I got stressed, I parked the truck and I went home. So I didn't really make a lot of money, just because of the type of person that I am. You hit me with bullshit, I'm going home, man. I don't get paid to put up with bullshit. I get paid to do a job. Owner operator side, average take home. When it's good, you can take home $10,000. When it's bad, I can still take home $5,000. I can work 2 days and bring home maybe $4,000. So, like I said, I don't plan on going anywhere. I can work 1 day and bring home almost $2,000, man, and be home 6 days. It just depends on what I'm doing. There are, like I said, the plants you get paid by the load plus the weight. So, there was a night this past week where I was off for the 8 days and I came back and worked 2 days. So the first night, I did 9 loads, which is the most loads I've ever done in one night. So that was the short plant that pays the $250 each load. So you can do the math on how much I made that night. Then the next day I came back and went another plant. I think I did 4 loads. That was like $300. Then I came on home, man. Then I was off until the next pay period. So like I said, it has its pros and its cons. The good thing about it is I am home every day. The off days, man, I just wish they would keep them consecutive. So, for example, sometimes I've been off like 3 days and I'll come work 1 day, off for another 2 days and work 1 day, like stuff like that. I don't really like that. But I mean, hey, I can pretty much tell they really don't want the owner ops running local. And myself and the other owner operators at this company know that. Like I said, they are still under a hiring freeze for whatever, which I mean, I know why. They say they got new trucks and they want drivers in their new trucks. And then they keep hiring all these drivers. And with you could tell when they hire the drivers because they use the owner operators less, and then when they start using us more, because these drivers realize like, hey, I'm not getting paid enough for what I'm doing. The equipment is not up to par. My truck is a 99, and my 99 drives better than the majority of their trucks. And I think I drove one of the 2023 Max. It was a day cab, man, and that truck drove like shit. And I went and told the terminal manager, I'm like, yo, this truck, man, feel like it's gonna fall apart. I'm like, yo, this thing only got 30,000 miles on it, man. Like, I don't understand how this truck is driving so bad. So my 99 drives way better than this truck, man. It's a lot smoother, a lot quieter. I mean, you know, majority of my stuff works in my truck. You get in these trucks, man, like there's already stain. I mean, it's company drivers, man. They don't care. You slip seating with these trucks, so that's another thing. Trailers, they have certain assigned trailers to you, but man, you come in some days, like on your off day, you're supposed to drop your trailer. You come in, man, the trailer that was originally assigned to me, which was a trailer that I pulled for myself when I was a company driver. I dropped it one day. Mind you, nobody used this trailer in like 3 months. I dropped it one day, I came back, they had took my trailer to one of the plants to let them use it, like to steam off some loads or whatever. And when I got the trailer back, man, it was like product was stuck inside the trailer, so I couldn't use it. So pretty much after that, I've been stuck trying to find decent trailers. So as of right now, I got like a trailer pool that I can go through, which is 3 different trailers that I can pick from that nobody pulls, man, because they're older trailers. You have to manually go up top to open a hatch to unload instead of being able to just pressurize the trailer. So you got stuff like that, man, to deal with, but you got to pick your poison. So, but like I said, though, I don't plan on leaving this company. I don't like the company. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like the money. Don't like the people that I work with, but I like the money. Management it's not organized, but I like the money. I like the money. I like being home. Mind you, I have kids, man, so I like to be home for them, with them. And, you know, I got other trucks. I got other stuff that I'm trying to do. I'm trying to acquire. So, you know, that gives me time when I'm not working technically with somebody else, can focus on my own stuff. So, there used to be a quote that I can't remember now, man, but it used to be like, don't work 9 to 5 for somebody else and then go home and not work on yourself, man. I just can't. I love trucking, man, and once it gets to a point to where I can't do this anymore, man, it's really bad, you know. So, like I said, you're gonna lease onto a company, man. Definitely recommend find a company that has some dedicated freight. Try to stay away from these companies running off the load boards. So I mean, if they're gonna run off the load boards, man, you can get your own authority and do it yourself. Try to preach ownership over here. If you have any questions, concerns, drop it in the comment section below. I know it's a long video, man. I'm sorry. I get to rambling, I know. If you made it to the end of the video, man, and you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, like, comment. Questions and concerns, you can send me an email at truckingwithbigdaddy@gmail.com. Hey, I'm out of here. I'll catch y'all in the next one.